Really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, really interesting how he considered the fold so heavily because people just under bluff in these $400 tournaments. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are his bluffs? You know, like if we really think about it, like sure, ace high, like ace high has some showdown value if you had ace five, and when he raises the turn with maybe some backdoor diamond draw or something like that, and he actually gets called in on this kind of board. Like, what hands do you have that you're folding?
And it's going to have some misdraws and things too. So I think calling is the only option myself. Let's see if Boogaloo got away from it. Ooh, call is 6.
So this is close between call.
Really interesting. So call is 6, raise is 7,500 is 10 points. And I'm going to say he said that because this is a very bad player. And so he thinks the very bad player is going to stack off here with worse queens a lot. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to say. Very interesting, though. I thought call for sure was the right answer. I never am in this spot. I don't know. Interesting spot, too. I think this is a little bit of a lesson for everyone out there, too. A lot of times, the hands we want to float with, like this one, are better as raises. So this kind of falls in that category.
Yeah, and he was kind of an echo chamber for us there, saying, you know, we just get better hands to call and worse to fold.
Yep.
Like, he's going to have some gut shots in his range. He's going to have spade draw. He's going to have king X. And we kind of know, I mean, we kind of identify kind of what cards are going to be bad for us on future streets. And we're aware how to proceed on those cards.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's a very good point, man. You right.
That was the best. You didn't say anything. You won. Just straight up.
You won. I'm just
All right, so ooh, look at this. You're not opening this. You just looked at this. You're not opening.
Button cut off, high deck, low jack, under the gun one. You are right.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
It wouldn't
I'm
be a
already
quiz.
down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standard,
Yes.
and the reason is because queen.
I just want to say for the record that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
Right? But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open,
right
if your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak, welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
Oh, that's hilarious. And everybody's 14.
nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
Who the hell? Yeah, so my dog.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
He's
always
just
love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
But, all right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about D-pipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are the options to fold, to call, to raise to 1,200, raise to... What? Wait a minute, he made it 800, and my man's giving options to 12 and 1,400. So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on the site with these other crushers, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. Remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation. That's pre-flop? I think pre.
All right, guys, we're checking, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake.
One of the things I see people when it comes to poker is when you can get to the turn, there's an opportunity.
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1,400.
I'm going 1,400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and just see what happens.
All right, and
I would fold in game though, for the record, in case that's the winning end.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Well, no, we can't win. This is a pretty rough spot because damn it.
Where do you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol,
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR.
$10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. We'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then we'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. Do you know what this means?
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool
Filthy
because we have
animal.
2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know.
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one.
There it is. You got it?
Yep.
What up, boys and girls? We are live with the poker coaching study stream. Anybody out there, wake your ass up. What's up, guys? You know what time it is. We do this every Saturday. I got my man GBT over here crushing the world, winning 10K a week, 400K a year, 500K a year, easy mode.
Dude, I had a sick one yesterday where in the blitz, 15 left. I'm in 15th with 5 bigs, 12 get paid, and I managed to bust 11th and never go above the 5 bigs. It was awesome. So
I was about
awesome.
to say, you better not be telling me a bad beat story.
The
but
best
that's a
min
good beat
cash,
story.
best min cash ever.
Yeah, just hanging on for dear life and then
On
somebody
dust.
sneak in.
And got a hop like crazy. Crazy.
That's awesome. What's up, guys? You know the drill. Poker coaching in the chats. If you want to get in here and compete in round 1, we're just kicking it, hanging out. Nothing serious. Gonna be reviewing some quizzes, talking some shit, and hanging out, man.
Yeah, it's good. Put coaching in the chat for you guys to get into the giveaway. If you don't know, now you know. We're gonna have one draw. We'll draw one winner from my stream, draw one winner from Six's stream. You guys will compete in one of the quizzes you see up here on the screen. Whoever gets the highest score gets $5. It's just that easy.
$5.
Just that easy.
Cool.
Hey, Sixes, I'm looking for a good place online to get poker content and things like study groups. And do you know any good free opportunities for that?
Well, I mean, it is early, so maybe we wait for maybe some more new people, fresh blood, because all the regulars that are here right now know about the Poker Coaching Discord and all the free groups. So check that out. We'll shield the link and all that shit later after we do a few quizzes. I think it'd be good.
I think it's time to make Pran a mod, because I just say shit like that and he automatically starts posting all my links for me. Like, I have this shit. He throws up the fucking YouTube, the Discord, the Poker Coach Discord.
Yeah, there is no poker. There is no Sixes Mafia. It's GG. It's you guys. Hux and Molten Ashes. I think we got 2. Dustament. But we got to show up because we're getting paid to do this, so we're here.
We should do a test where we change the multi-link to where your name is first and see if that changes your viewership.
I don't really care. I don't really care. As long as we do this, as long as we're getting here doing this, and we're doing the quizzes, that's all that matters, right? Like, sit here for an hour and a half, fuck it. It's cool.
All right, fuck it.
Yeah, literally fuck it.
I tried.
It's been declared. I give up on streaming and trying to get viewers anymore. It's over. I just do my thing, come in and just be consistent and do my shit. That's it. I don't care. Fuck it has been declared in the chat. Which one you want to do? What quiz you want to pick?
Oh Jesus, there's so many.
Yeah, you know it's out there. We got a few more solver practices.
Yeah, we were just talking about and give a bunch of credit. We could find like a new Assassinado one.
Stop the cap. Jack 8 of clubs, big blind play, short stack, 1972. You're great. Every time we've tried this, it's fucking backfire. How many times do you have to get burned before you learn? It's literally funny. Every time. 90% of the time, there's a quiz that's 15 minutes or something. I'm not doing.
Agreed.
All right, Jack 8 of clubs, BB play, 1972. You have that one clean?
Do.
Sweet, we'll do that one. What up, Praying Gaming? Good to see you, champ. Always much love. It's all good. Let's go ahead and there's one eligible. Fuck it, all you guys are eligible. I got 3 of you guys. Keck. All right, let's do it.
All right.
He wins anyway.
Jam Lance up for the army.
Okay. And we got Praying Gaming. He said, I'm pasty as fuck, so if I spend any time in the sun, I'm red as fuck. That's funny. Let's go. All right, you know the drill. Let's just get it. Let's get it in. Look at some hands and get better. Fuck everything else.
All right.
All right, this hand we have Jack 8 of clubs on the button with 20 big blinds. It folds to us on the button. We have a 7 big blind in the small blind, 20 big blind stack in the big. Should we fold, raise to 2 big blinds, or go all in?
What? Is this a question?
Fold, 2, or all in?
Is this a serious question?
Yep. I think standard raise here, all in, seems trolly as fuck, he says. Why?
Trolly?
What do you mean?
That's not the word I would have used.
Yeah. Oh, my sons. 2 big blinds. Everybody in my chat is answered.
Yeah, I didn't even look. I just figured we're all opening for 2 and move on with our lives, right? Like, what the fuck? It's easy.
Well, I mean, some people might jam.
Yeah, I mean, it's too deep to jam. We should have any. Well, I guess not. That's not true. We have some weak aces and stuff, but like we don't have very many jams on 18 bigs in general, right?
I mean, you have hands in this configuration you don't want to raise fold or raise induce with. So
No. I said in most scenarios.
yeah, but I
Not
think
not
this
this
one
one.
is. I think this
Yeah,
one
you have
is
some.
interesting.
You have some weak suited aces and like 2s through 5s that you jam, right?
Well, I mean, I really think you'd be jamming like Jack 9 suited and shit, Jack 10 suited. Under why would you not jam 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s? I would fucking jam those.
No, I did list
Are you
those.
really
I listed those, and I listed some weak aces, and you brought up Jack 8 suited. I don't think Jack 9
no
suited.
Jack
I think
9
that's in
Jack
there.
9. I don't know. I think some of our suited 9s don't want to raise and deuce at 17 and a half. You definitely have jams for 17 and a half. I think
Yeah, 2s through 5s and some weak aces.
suited will aces, you don't want to raise and deuce with fucking ace deuce. I would just only jam that. Ace 3,
That's
ace
it.
4, ace 5. No, it's not it. You have to jam some of the suited middling ones as well that you don't want to raise call with. So Jack 9. Do you really want to raise?
Oh, I do
call
see it on the
with
chart
full
now.
Jack 9.
It's just this little island here of Queen 10, Jack 10, and then King 9 through 9, 10 suited.
So yeah, some of our suited 9s that have so much equity, I would imagine those. That's it.
I wonder what the.
I mean, I don't know if our suited 8s fall in. I don't even know what to do
No,
with
they don't.
9 suited. I don't know what to do
It's
with Queen
King 9,
suited.
Queen 9, Jack 9, 10 9, Queen 10, and
Okay.
Jack 10 suited.
That
And
makes
then a
sense, Jack 10.
weird island of Queen Jack off. And
What
then
is
King,
Queen Jack
off.
suited? What about Queen Jack suited?
Those all mix raise and limp
What the fuck? Limp? Okay,
on
that's
GTO. On
understandable.
GTO. Just like you, because you don't want to raise fold it, right? So it limps
Yep.
it.
I
I'm
like
looking
that.
on
That's
Poker
kinda sweet.
Coaching.
You have PFA, right?
That was
You-
GTO Wizard,
Do you have PFA?
of course. I have all the
Oh,
tools.
yeah. I'm getting HRC soon. All right, let's go ahead and. Oh, I'm sorry. Do your thing.
Poker Coaching has a much different. Well, this is 15, not 17.
You remember those charts are old as fucking dust. Ancient.
So Poker Coaching has Ace 2 through Ace 5 suited, and then 2s through 4s, basically.
Then the EV is close for everything else for doing just raising, so it's cool. All right, let's go ahead and make it 2.
Yeah.
Making it 2.
I'm going to raise the 2 big blinds here. It gets a little weird with the short stack and the small blind, but we can just call when they go all in. It's not a huge deal. And this hand is just not strong enough to be jamming and risking 20 big blinds against a 20 big blind stack in the big blind. So I like raising the 2 big blinds here as our option. I don't play a strategy with limping here, but I could be convinced that limping is an option here as well. Flop comes Queen 5-4, and should we check, bet 1.5 big blinds, bet 3 big blinds, or go all in?
Really quickly, too, I got caught up with all this stuff and shilling and all that. I forgot to do a very important shout out. Ginger! With the 64 months.
Damn, that's a big.
That's a big number. Thank you, Ginger. I appreciate you as always. I can't wait to
I
see
haven't
when you
even
come
been
out in
dreaming
December.
that long. My God.
See all this gray? See this?
Sheesh,
That's how long.
I'm catching you.
That's how long. All right. See better now, basically, is the question. But he says, check this trash back. The Lambo leg lock, huh?
Every time I see that cat, it makes me laugh a little bit. It's a good name.
Hollywood checking.
Hollywood.
No excuses this December, Ginger. If I miss it in December, you can divorce me.
Check it, I think. Prince checking. 1.5 for Molten and 1.5 for Pucks. Everybody in the chat's hands, so let's do it.
Who the hell's our contestant? Jamblance.
1.5 for Jambalance. He's over here. He typed it in. What's up, fam?
He didn't type it in my chat, so I'm not believing you because you're trying to level us and win this shit.
No, right.
He's trying to fucking.
If you're using a multi-link, you could just see he typed in my chat. He put 1.5 in.
I see you, Jamblance. All right, it's confirmed. He confirmed it.
Nice. It'd be funny if he didn't. He typed that in my chat. And
He typed in 3 in mine.
All right. What are you doing?
People are saying check. Wiz has got me. The Wiz, Mr. Beats has got me shook. Because he's saying check. I always see, but I mean the 4-5 combo is better for the big blind, sure. But it's two-tone
Two over
and
sit out.
stuff, and yeah, I mean I would always.
You're not
bet
going to turn
1.5.
too much equity. You're almost giving up if you check. Like 1.5. Get good barrel cards. There's blanks. I mean, I don't know. He still has some queen X. People don't check raise top pair enough. We don't have enough equity. I wonder. It feels like when you see this spot and you're in the big blind, people are just still c-betting like 80% of the time here, in my opinion. I mean, everybody just c-bets way too much.
Yeah, but is that good?
It's tough to play against. Like it's still. I mean, you're still gonna fold out king 7 off and shit, king 8 off. Like so, king 9 off is just gonna overfold here. Even if with the heart, people are just gonna fold. Yeah. So I mean, it seems reasonable if we just fold out equity and then we have 2 overs. If you happen to have a 5 or a 4, people don't check raise draws aggressively enough. But Lambo leg lock is a reg, and I guess maybe. Checking versus a good strong reg could be reasonable because they're going to check raise like appropriate. So we're going to go check because that's what Prayin's doing. And let's see if Affleck wants to delay c-bet this or if he wants to try to turn this into a double on good cards because right now it feels pretty bad. So let's do it.
Yep.
Checking. I checked it.
So when we're really getting short stacked,
Still
we're
doing
about
it.
a 3-to-1 stack to pot ratio here. We want to be careful getting check raised off of equity. That is going to really struggle against a check raise here. And the main candidates for that are going to be backdoor flush draws, especially strong backdoor flush draws. So like ace 8 of clubs, ace 9 of clubs, king 9 of clubs. These are the types of hands we really want to be doing checking back with because we don't want to face a check raise and then jam on the turn. Jack 8 of clubs falls into that. However, it is a weaker backdoor flush draw. It's not like a king high or an ace high one that really wants to make sure they can see the river. So this hand can do both check or bet. If you have a player that doesn't check raise enough, I think betting is going to be the best option against a player that's pretty aggressive and knows how to check raise effectively. Checking is going to be a better option. This hand, if you look in theory, is probably going to be like a mix between check and bet. But against population, betting is probably the best option because they're not going to check raise enough. So the cost of betting, which is giving them a chance to check raise, isn't very that costly. So I did choose to check this time. Turn is the deuce of clubs, and this player checks. It's on us. Should we check? Bet 1.5 big blinds, bet 3 big blinds, or go all in?
Well.
Interesting. We pick up equity.
Instant.
We pick up equity.
Not the best. It's dog shit. Granted, 95% of my game is pure dog shit, but hey, a man can have a dream. He did not bet in game. He checked. Affleck checked.
Hollywood going 3. Beats going 3. Ginger going 3. Jam Blant's going 3.
What's up, Carter? How you doing, man? Good morning. Or good afternoon, excuse me.
We bet 1.5 in game, Jason.
I see some 3 from Pucks, 3 from Carter. And waiting. 3 is the best. Praying going 3 as well. Betting 3 here. Everybody's going 3.
I see a lot of 3s as well.
Yep. Fire Danks. What's up, man? Good to see you, bud. Going 3. Old school, man. You've been here. Been around for a long ass time. Dude. Yeah, I could see a check being very viable here. Like, he's beating himself up, but when you get into tougher games, you can't just be auto c-betting every flop, and you're going to have good opponents in the big blind, and you will just get wrecked.
How many points was check?
8.
Oh, yeah, so it's not a bad move at all. It's a totally viable move.
Hell no. I would think I would hope I'm checking this at some frequency and not just autopilot c-betting this.
Yeah, and it really makes sense when you start thinking in ranges, right? We don't have any 4x, we don't have any 5x, so we're repping a queen and hearts and overpair, so it's kind of a thin range, right? Makes sense.
But we have some hands that naturally want to bluff here, but this hand turns backdoor equity 2 overs to the 5 and 4, and we just can call turn bets when we pick up equity and stuff like that. So. Or we can decide to turn our hands into a bluff, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we do get into some weird positions like this one where we bet. We actually picked up equity, but that card is also good for them and better for them than it is for us in a lot of ways. So, awkward spot.
All right, we are all going 3.
Jiblin's going 3 too.
All right, this one's not good enough to show down.
True.
Jack high is not going to be good enough to show down. He will still have king highs in his range and whatnot. Better Jack X, maybe even some ace high. I feel like at this stack depth, he probably just gets it all in with a ton of ace X, his ace X to a button open. So I don't really assume people have a lot of ace X in this spot. But he certainly is going to have king high. He's definitely going to have some 3X. In his range, they probably just may check and try to realize equity. So I think we need to turn our hand into a bluff. Maybe some of the better ones that can shut down, like an ace with the backdoor flush draw, that can call a check raise. But some of maybe a king 10 of clubs or something like that, we can decide to check because it can show down. But I don't really want to. I think we can just. Do we want to? I don't want to check and get check raised. Either. Fuck, man. This is an interesting spot. I mean,
yeah. I mean, honestly, I go back and forth in these spots. We hit these spots all the time in game, right? In every session. Yeah. And I always go back and forth on whether or not I should check this. And it kind of...
this one feels too weak, though. Then
disguises my flush draw. And it's a weird argument. We're like, we picked up equity. Generally, when you pick up equity, you bet. But this card's also not really one that's in our range at the same time, right?
Yep. I'm very conflicted.
I would mix in real life.
I would mix. Yeah, I would mix probably going betting something that when we do pick
60-40 bet
on it. Yeah. So 3 for me, I would be around this. I don't think 1.5 does much. I think we maybe want to go bigger, but I don't know. We're gonna go 3 here, and let's see.
Let's do it. So we.
Don't say check.
So
don't say check.
Once we check
bet when you pick up equity.
This one isn't good enough to show down.
Range in a little bit. We don't have a lot of the really strong hands. Like, yes, we check back like queen sometimes, and maybe like the occasional queen 6 suited. However, we don't really improve on the deuce. So
65 months, B Millie.
Pretty low. We will have some bets that our hands that are going to bet, and then we're going to be doing a lot of checking though. This hand, again, is in the same problem. We don't want to get check raised off this equity. So it really depends on your opponent's turn pro betting strategy here on the turn. In my opinion, people, once they double check, they just end up folding way too much. They bet too much here with 5x, 4x. Don't protect their checking range here, so bets normally in this type of a situation lead to a lot of folds. So I guess if I'm going to lean towards betting and probably on the bigger side, like 3 big blinds. However, checking this hand is perfectly acceptable. We don't want to get check raised. By example, a heart flush draw, like a king high heart flush draw, that would be kind of a disaster here because we can't really fold. So I really like both options. Check or bet. Probably going to lean towards bet since I don't think people protect the ranges that well. I have a bet and we get a fold, which is a good option.
I love when we go back and forth and say it's tough and say we mix and we're conflicted, and then we listen to this and Matt's like, yes,
literally,
it's a tough spot. You should be conflicted. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it right. That's good. I mean, both of our thoughts were valid. Like, I was starting to think, I want to bet because we have Jack high, and that's valid, right? But it's also valid to be a little concerned about getting check raised off your equity. So whenever that's the case in some of these spots, it's probably going to be mixing, and you're not going to be making a massive mistake either way.
Mm-hmm.
That's always good. We just got a 65-month sub.
What was Ginger?
My man.
You just said you weren't streaming that long.
I know. I did. I was like, wait a minute. I'm fucking dynasty.
You got a 65? Ginger was 64.
How? Let's go, B Millie. Hey, thank you, sir. This is the man that got me streaming. So you guys can all thank B Millie All 4 of you can thank B. Millie for bringing me here.
I don't even know who my. I wish they
About
could show you a
witnesses.
list of who your firsts were, because like
B.
you
Millie
know,
was
you
my
have the first tag.
Yeah, he's
I
got
know.
the first.
I know. Like, quick question now is one of my firsts, but he's the only one I know. I don't know who any of the other ones are. The other 4 or whatever.
There's a way to check, man. I think I've seen it before.
I'm like, Ginger's out there with 64 months. How is Ginger not a first? And like Jeff Gem, like those guys should be first. Those guys were with me. When I had 4 viewers, those were the 4. You know?
All right, we got a 28.
What? Ginger's dog shit? No, Ginger's awesome. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
watch your goddamn mouth.
Get out of here. Ginger's a legend in the game.
Get permabanned from all streams. Off of Twitch for that. All right, we got a 28. It feels like we lost by 29, 30.
Oh, yeah, you lost. We switched it. Yeah.
Oh, piss. And you said no shot. We gotta disrespect my man like that. Oh, shit. Keyword.
New keyword. No shot.
No shot. GG, yee, no shot. All right, cool. Pick another quiz. B. Millie throwing his name in the hat.
Ginger's
for
been following for
almost
5 years. Ginger's been following for 5 years, 8 months, 2 days, and 20 hours.
Jeez. B. Millie's got a beat though.
That was crazy. That followage command's cool. I like that.
All right, go here. All right, another quiz. Let's see. You got one in mind? You picked the
Contrast, I dusted that tournament. I don't even remember, but it wasn't Verde. We have available users. We do. Did you draw? You said you draw?
No, we got to pick a quiz and then
The
draw.
quiz. Okay.
Oh, the speed running champion of the world is here. What up, big turd? Good to see you, buddy. Good afternoon.
Want to do a little multi-way?
Not really, but sure. No, I do because it's hard.
1966.
Multi-way sucks. Overpair with in the multi-way pot with J Lit. Oops, what the fuck did I do? Oh. Uh-oh. 1966? I got it. If I double it and give it to the next person, hey, if you win, I got you. All right, I'm ready.
Oh, man. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was trying. They're fucking with the followage command. It's Ginger!
What the hell? Oh, my dude. Pucks.
Damn, I can't remember that guy's name.
We got my man Pucks and Poker. One of the hardest working poker
Legend
players in
on
the
legend
world.
violence!
What up, D Coop?
What are the odds of drawing Ginger? That's amazing.
Yeah, that is kind of funny.
All right, Ginger, show us the way.
All right, overpair multi-way cash game as well. Oof.
Oh, this is a cash game?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, we got all kind of fucked up on this one, Ginger.
Good luck.
Sorry about that.
I clicked it.
Playing?
Yep.
Here we have the pocket queens. In early position, we raise the cutoff calls. Big blind calls. Flop comes. Jack 10-3. 2 hearts. Big blind checks.
I
We
concede.
check. Bet
GG.
12. Bet 20. Or bet 42.
Damn.
I mean, I know what I'm doing. I just don't know if that's what Jonathan's doing.
You know damn well that ain't what Jonathan's doing. You know he ain't doing that.
Ginger sizing up.
At
Wet ass
20.
board, putting out 20. Meatball in the 20 camp.
Meatball.
Sir Axel in the 20 camp.
Mixing checks with 12. Let's go check. Pucks and Poker. My man, Pucks.
12 for
Seasoned
Jamblance. 20 for Missy.
I'm pure checking here, but I don't think Jay Little's doing this. Yeah. 12 for Big Turd. So we got 2 checks, a 12 and a 20.
Ginger, you have time to change your answer. We haven't been official yet. She's on the
Bullshit.
ropes. She's on the ropes. Julian checking. Beach checking. Hollywood checking. Ginger checking. Contrast checking. Here
What
they
it
are.
do? 20 and mentally prepared to rebuy. You love it. I know you. He is not lying.
Even with the Queen of Hearts, you're scared? Sheesh, it's a tough room.
See, guys, we need to make a petition to get B Million back in poker. He was one of the greatest cash players to ever exist. One of the most aggressive. We used to travel all over Northeast Ohio playing cash games back in the day. Live cash. I used to travel around and just find games to play in. Cash. We used to just fucking go around crushing it. The good old days. The dream team. B Million, one of my mods. Old school legend.
I found this old picture. I think I don't know if it might even be before you.
B-Mill, you got those pictures when the cash games we used to play in? When we both had fucking stacks. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I came across a picture recently. I don't even know if you're in it. It might be before you were streaming of the Stormers when I joined. It was crazy. It was me and Lappy and Pav and of course Drew. I'm trying to find it. I think you're in there. Like they made us into a band. And the people on that thing were fucking nuts.
All right. Let's. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, we played it. This is a B-Mill stack. I had a comparable stack to this. This is when we played like 24 hours. He had like this stack, and my stack was maybe 200 or 300 shallower than that. The old 24-hour battles.
No,
that's a good ass pitch.
This picture is before you. It's Killingbird, Geek, me, Thrash 370. Drew, Pav, and Lappy were the originals. Like, how old is that?
You had 35 and I had 31. Oh, that looks so good. We were playing, what was that game? Was it a 3-6-12 game that we found?
Yeah, remember Thrash? That video of him 50 tabling sit and goes? Sheesh.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's play this hand. But it played so big. All right, let's do it. We are going.
Here's the picture someone made. If you guys are curious,
it played like 5-10. Yeah, that game played big as fuck, dude. Rich drug dealer. Oh, that was a good ass game.
How many of them are so active playing? They're all playing. How many are actively streaming? Like one. Drew. But Drew's the only one. Killingbird. We're checking. I would check here. You're checking.
Checking in a minute. I mean. You're not gonna push anything. You're not gonna make anything that has equity fold. If they have king queen, you're not charging anything either because they can have jack 10, they can have tens, they can have ace 5 of hearts. All these fucking big ass hands that you're trying to get value. He's in position. He's gonna not fold, and then you're gonna be indifferent and then shook on half the fucking deck on the turn. So I'm just checking here and then reevaluating if I want to check raise, if I want to check call.
What hands would you bet in the middle here? Like a hand like Ace Jack seems like a viable hand, especially without a heart to bet here, right?
I mean, if you look at all this, man, it's almost overpair. I don't know.
It's hard to run this 100 big steep.
Yeah, we have looked at spots like this, but Jack 10X is a very dynamic board.
Yeah, that's why Ace Jack without a heart seems like
they call with Jack 10 suited. People in cash game love Jack 10 fucking offsuit, so you could just be dead. Mm-hmm. You know, like people are not folding pocket 3s, 10s, jacks. They don't always 3-bet those hands. They have Jack 10 off. Sure, you have regions of King Jack and Ace Jack, but then there's King Queen. Then there's like Ace Queen that gets to realize a lot of equity. Check. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Check, and then like when you bet and the turn comes, most of the deck you're going to be what? You're just going to be indifferent to betting again. Check. I don't know. Check.
All right. Checking. Let's find out.
20. Yeah.
He did it, America.
He did it.
General, if we're going to bet, I think we want to bet with a medium or small size. These Jack 10X boards are kind of interesting in that usually you want to just be loading money in the pot with some hands like Ace Jack, Pocket Queens, King Queen, etc. That said, we are out of position with one player yet to act whose range will connect very, very well with this board. So I think we still want to do a decent amount of checking. I think you can go either way between checking or betting either 12 or 20. I don't think we want to go for some overbet because I think then we're going to start to make the opponents get out of the way with a lot of marginal stuff. I had to pick which is better between 12 or 20 in this spot. I guess I'd say 20 is slightly better just because the opponents are going to connect with the board very frequently. That said, I think this is a pretty nice spot to put in a check with a large chunk of your range. So I think either check or bet something like 20 is going to be ideal here. We do check. Cutoff bet's 20. Big blind calls.
Oh, shit.
Should we fold, call, raise to 50, or raise to 75?
The dream, question mark? Cyrus says he's only going to listen to U6s when the Browns win a playoff game. Needles.
Dead.
Needles.
I'll be dead and gone by then, so you're never gonna listen to me. Race is
Meatball,
75.
Beats,
Fold.
Hollywood, Ginger, all calling.
Squeeze this to 75. 2 snap squeezes. 75 BBs. 75 BBs.
Contrast raising to 50.
Ooh, 2.5x. What are
Cyrus
we doing?
going to 75.
Oh shit, B-Mill, did you? Oh, I clicked the wrong answer. Sorry, B-Mill.
Why do people on Global always shove queens? Because it's the third best hand. It's great. It's a good hand. Most of the time. Push your queens.
I gotta go back. I clicked.
What? Are you changing your score?
No, wait a minute.
4!
No, B-Mill. Oh, no, Pucks. Oh, no, Pucks is doing it. I'm sorry. I thought B-Mill was for a second. We didn't pick B-Mill. Booming out. And we got we checked.
Did you see this, Ginger? He's trying to sub out in the middle of this quiz. He's trying to tag in his partner.
Straight boomed. Straight boomered.
Why would we raise when Jonathan said we can easily be beat here?
All right, we're going. All right. 75 knock. Next keyword has to be boomed out.
Done.
Yeah, bombed around building pots, man. I need these stats. All right, Pucks is going 75. What are you doing?
I'm going 75.
Oh, game time. 75 time.
Yeah. I mean, my first thought was 100, so. I agree they can hit this, but like they hit this in a variety of ways, and we're still ahead here a ton. Like we're only losing a Jack 10, sets of 10s, and maybe sets of Jacks that didn't 3-bet.
And threes. Threes are never folding.
Sure.
In cash.
It's pretty slim.
Never.
When I see a bet and a call, I feel like someone's got a hand, and I want to try and stack them up before the board changes.
I think the analysis you do is how many value hands can villains have, and then how many value hands did you actually stack? You stack ace jack, you stack some king jacks, and then there's the high equity combo draws like 8-9 suited, 8-9 of hearts,
King,
and then
queen,
you have king
double
queen
block
off. And then the combos that you lose to, you got jacks. What is that? 4 combos, 10s and 3s, and the Jack 10. 4. Yeah, you lose to a lot from both of these players. I mean, this player might have some check raises with some of those combos, but I
don't know if it was Buddha or Confucius that said, "I don't give a fuck. I'm raising this shit."
Saying, there's just few hands you actually stock off and get value from. Some draws you charge, but are super high equity. I don't know. I could see why you would want to call and reevaluate on turn. If it's clean, then go ape shit there. With 1 to go.
I don't want to let both these people realize for like, set their own price.
No, I know. Then you can go 75, see a fucking deuce of clubs on a turn, and then rip it in for pot. 12 combos of ace jack off that can go broke. Yep, you have the ace jack off. Yep. All right, 75 for everybody.
We are calling, I believe. Yes.
Yep. All right, you ready? 75. 75.
When we checked, we were definitely looking
just don't
to
allow
check
too many
raise.
people
And in this scenario, I'll be
realize
check
equity
raising
now.
with some very high equity draws, like King, Queen of Hearts, just planning to get the money in. Some junky draws, like King, 9 of Spades. I think that could be a pretty sweet hand to put a check raise in with.
Ooh,
And
damn, I
then
never
some
have
hands
that
that are
one.
almost always good but very vulnerable.
King nine
That's
of
gonna be
spades. That'd be sweet.
aces, kings, queens,
Oh, you
ace,
can't
jack.
have king jack of spades.
So we're going to be check raising with something like that.
Jack of spades.
And when we do check raise, we want to put in a pretty chunky bet so that we can reasonably continue loading
I would
money
go
into the
bigger to
pot on the
75
turn.
as well.
Also, when we check
I'd go
raise
100.
small, we don't really price our opponents out all that much with whatever draws they have. So I think in this scenario, we want to go something like 75. Slightly bigger could even be better. I don't think we want to go 50 because then even if the opponents have a hand like King Jack, they're going to call, and yeah,
50
we're
is
ahead, but do I really want to let them draw
ridiculous.
for a very, very good price, especially if they're in position? And the answer is just no. So let's go for 75. And if somebody shoves, we're going to call it off. Yeah, we're going to be against Jack 10 a lot, but we're going to be against various draws a lot, and Ace Jack and King Jack, so you can't fold in this scenario if somebody does shove you.
Railroad.
If in some world it goes like shove and then call, I mean, I guess we'd fold then, but that would be pretty annoying. All right, big blind calls. Turns to 4 of clubs. They check. Should we check? Bet 50, bet 100, or go all in?
Reminder, don't play cash. Ginger, I would raise this in tournaments too, to be honest with you. Like I said, this is a wet board
Yeah.
and they continue a lot, which is cool, but we still have the best hand and it does need some protection.
Oh, you let both people realize equity. It is a disaster.
Yeah.
Big Turd says 50. We should have check raised bigger to set up a better SPR. Mm-hmm.
Ginger says all of it.
DQ with the cat yams, but we're still Bucks is in there. Blast off. Blast off. Fucking blast off.
100 for Meatball. 100 for Contrast.
Still looking at this stack.
That leaves 116 behind.
God damn. Oh yeah, this is yeah, you got me in the tag there. I see you. Beautiful.
100 for Hollywood.
100. I seen a
Lots of
50, I
hundreds.
seen 100 and some jams. 50 for Carter.
I mean, it's an overbet, like, it's like 110% pot. We all in.
Friend Gamies, Cat W with the cat yams. All right, we're jamming over here. Pucks is jamming.
So is Ginger.
I'm only jamming.
Yep.
I am not even any of the other bet sizes are never ever.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to
with
bet
this.
half your stack. Like, if you're going to bet half your stack, you generally just all in.
So what happens when you bet 50? Okay, he gets to realize equity with all the draws and everything, or even 100. He gets to call when he has hearts in the straight draws, and he only pays you when he improves, right? I guess occasionally the same Jack X that you're targeting to get value from is going to fucking call it off anyway. So you essentially just give him a good price with all the draws and everything else. And then when he improves, he puts in money. And when he doesn't put in anymore. If you're trying to like make the most from the Jack and charge the most for the draws, it's fucking jam. Jam. Yeah, I mean, it's only jam. I can't even imagine anything else. There's 200 out there. Just take the fucking 2C notes. Give me that. Give me that. I don't want to see anything else. This is literally as good as it gets. Get me out. Don't be greedy. Don't be putting in other dumb little bets. Just take it all. Because if he's only going to pay you when he improves.
Yep.
In the same range that you're trying to get called for the 100, is going to call 200. Or call it off. And then my man, after all that, just says, check. All right. The needles are real. Never checking. All right, all in. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
This is an interesting spot because we have roughly a pot size bet.
There's
I know some
nothing
people
else
may
you
look
can
at this
do.
and say, oh, you have an over pot bet. You have 216 and the pot's 198. But in reality, we have, what,
Nah, fuck that.
1.05% of pot or something like that? 1.1% times pot. So it's not like we have some sort of gigantic overbet in this scenario. So I definitely think shoving is going to be a viable option.
Nope.
And the question is, what does the opponent likely have? Well, the opponent likely has a jack, which is probably going to call a shove when all the draws missed, or they have a draw, which I don't really care if it folds, or if it wants to call off for all the money, that's fine too. So I think in this spot we definitely want to go for a big bet, because if we go small, we're just giving the draws really, really good odds to continue. So I definitely think a $50 bet's especially bad.
Yeah.
I think 100 is fine, but I think an all-in is just better because, yeah, we're going to get a lot of folds, but if the opponent does have a hand like ace-jack, king-jack, they're probably just going to call it off, and if they do have some sort of flush draw, whatever, they can fold. Give us the $198 pot. That's okay. We definitely don't want to check here, because then if we check, they just get to see the river for free with all their draws. And they may bluff with some draws on the river if they miss, but at the same time, you'd rather them just not get to see the free river. We do shove. They do fold. We collect the pot.
Give me that.
Good job, good job, good job. Get all the monies.
Yeah, we just want a big ass fucking pot. Just imagine you check and then it's a heart. It's a king. When you check here, the king's coming. Like the king of hearts.
It's something that always happens that way.
Literally, the ace or king of hearts is going to peel, and then they're gonna jam into you or something like that, and then you're gonna hate your life.
Yep.
So yeah.
26.
Swish.
Ooh, Ginger got wrecked on the flop.
Hey.
GG's, Ginger. Good job, though. Good job.
Good job, champ.
I think you were leveling, too, because of what the quiz said about them having better.
Good job, champ. I see you, Pucks. You love to see it. You know what to do. Gift sub. Oh, you're making me. Okay, we can do that. I think I can do that. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I can do it from my phone. I got you.
I could see it before I started.
New keyword. Boomed
out.
Booming out. Thinking the wrong person. Oh my god.
It's time to kick this up a notch, huh? We're leveling up in difficulty. First it was a decent regular salt pot. Now it's going to be multi-way pot. Now it's going to be 1982.
Guys, it's 2 words, not 1 word.
Oh, it's 1 word in my chat.
Oh, it's 2 words in my chat. There it is. Boomed out. What's up, King Fire Poker? Welcome. We'll pick another quiz here. That was a good one. We've seen a lot of different answers, and that's when I know a quiz is good, when people are debating the options.
You're old, Cyrus. So it's
Solver
1982.
practice.
I was 2.
Y'all believe this guy? How do I, can I do it from my phone? The gift sub?
Julian wasn't even born yet in 1982. Praying was -8 in 1982. Damn, you guys are kids. Sheesh. What makes you feel better, Cyrus? I was 4. So I was twice as old as you.
I've been on Twitch. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Gift 1 sub. I'm ready to pick someone. No doubt you guys are in there. There's only 3 people eligible. A lot of people are typing in there. What are you guys doing? You're griefing it. There it is, D-Coop. I think you're in there now. Hey, there it is. Done. I think caps matter. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you guys need to putting caps in.
So you got all crazy with caps and a space and fucked shit up.
I did, actually. All right, I am ready to roll it. It's fine.
Okay.
You ready?
I already rolled.
Oh, shit. We're rolling the Carter 665. My dude. Let's hold it down, Carter. You know what time it is. All right, Carter. Let's see. 1982, we were doing solver practice with James Romero. You know these quizzes. You know how they function. They're some of the best. So let's do it.
Up against Hollywood. Let's play it.
All right.
UTG1 opens. Folds to
Oh, he's back in the fishbowl.
A polar or linear strategy when we three bet here.
Instantly put you guys in a fucking mindset you don't ever think about. You polar linear here.
Heat 9 suited was a distraction. No matter what you have.
I love it. Yeah, it was a distraction. Under the gun +1.
So the question is should we be using a polar or linear 3-betting strategy here? Which means, should we be betting strong hands only and weak hands only? Or do we have a mix of hands?
What do you guys think? Everybody shook to their fucking cores. What does the strategy look like?
Hollywood says polar. Polar for pucks. Button cut off 4, 3, under the gun, 2. Polar. Everybody saying polar.
Polarized. I'm polar here, he says.
I don't even know what any of this means. So polar means that you're only betting the top of the range and the bottom of the range. So your best hands and your worst hands. And linear is more of a mixed strategy where you're doing some of the best hands, some of the lowest hands, and some of that shit in the middle. Is that a good way to explain it? I think that's a pretty good way to explain it.
I guess the best way to think about it is think about what your 3-bet range is and then classify it from there.
Mm-hmm. Everybody in the army went polar.
Yeah, and everybody's pretty polar here. Everybody's polar here.
Seems good. Early open, be polar. Bet your best hands. Don't fuck around with that middle shit.
No, strong linear. Linear is your strongest hand. You know that. Polar is going to be some of the worst hands you have. So this would be
so
we're going to be using some of our suited 9s, and then we're going to have some suited will aces, and then we're going to have the strong linear portion of our range, like queens plus ace queen, ace king. But we're also using ace 10 off, right? And then we're going to have some suited connectors in there a little bit somewhere, maybe using 6, 7, maybe, I don't know. Like, we're using suited 9s here. We're using some of our suited aces because we don't just want to flat that. We have ace 10 off, and then maybe slightly mixing some of our pocket pairs, and then all the good shit. What is that range? So yeah, it's polar. We only have 50 bigs. Chuck says. Yeah, that range isn't weak. It just has suited 9s, some weaker suited aces, and then ace 10. Mixing 9s and shit. So, all right. Everybody says polar here.
Let's do it.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't want to. Carter says polar. Not sure, but cut off here, but we're polar. All right. Snake is polar as well. Let's do it. I clicked it.
We are
Polar
using a
for the
polar
win.
strategy. That means 3-betting the
Ace 10
best
off, and then
hands
some of the
and
will
some of the
aces.
worst hands in our range,
Suited 9s.
and then flatting the middle strength
9.
hands like ace queen suited, ace jack suited.
No,
king
it's just
jack
top of
suited.
range and then some weak ace
You know,
Fs.
bluffs are gonna be ace deuce, ace 3, king x suited, some ace 10 off, ace jack off. The worst hands that we can VPIP from this position.
Surprised Jack nine suited
Linear
isn't
strategy,
bigger.
of course, just means 3-betting the best hands. So make sure you have some bluffs in your range, and you're just not only 3-betting good hands here. 8-9 suited is a 3-bet some percentage of the time. So we pop it up. 9-10 king checks to the cutoff. Can we c-bet our entire range here for 25% pot on this board?
Yay or nay?
Can we bet our whole range for quarter pot?
T2
Is this a
Snake,
board
thank you for
that
follow.
favors us? Small and frequent.
Nay has been
Yes!
declared.
With an exclamation point for Sir Axel.
We get the first answer over here is nay.
Yes for Pucks. Yes for Cyrus. Yes for Jamblance.
That's a lot of yeses.
Mm-hmm. Yes for Hollywood.
Guess I'm wrong, he says. You see that many people will like the difference of what you're saying. Nay for Helen Kellers and yes for Carter. The opinion that matters.
Yes for Ginger.
Damn, a lot of yeses. We have 2 no's here.
I have
only counted-
0 no's.
Oh, Hollywood.
Julian in the tank trying to figure it out. He's on the ropes.
All right. Did your guy? Oh, you're still waiting for yours.
Yes. Everybody, yes.
Okay. And Carter's yes.
Contrast says no. We got our first no.
Yeah, we have 2 no's. I'm actually not certain on this, Molten says. What do you think, Intel? Or
No.
did your guy go?
Yes.
Jesus, son of a bitch. You're not c-betting.
No, I'm not c-betting range on this fucking board. He's opening into the position. He smacks this board. Yes, my guy went.
So that's a no for Toe.
Because I'm not betting range on this board. Nah. I mean, it's simple. Like, are you betting queens here? Are you betting jacks here?
I mean, you're asking the wrong. You know me. Yeah, why are you asking me?
I'm pretty sure queens are a checker.
Why are you asking me? I'd probably be c-betting. So I'm like conflicted as hell because I feels like a lot of our range. Here we'll get to c-bet on this board. We definitely yeah, I would say yes. My answer is just yes. As from a range advantage perspective. And not really capping our range and having a lot of the strongest. He probably 4-bets ace king at a super high frequency.
We didn't 3-bet.
We have lots of this. Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did 3-bet in game.
We 3-bet in game.
Oh, I take that back. In a 3-bet pot, this is
In a
yes.
3-bet pot, 3-bet c-bet.
Yeah. In a 3-bet pot, this is a yes.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Had we flatted, it would be a no.
Okay. All right, we're gonna check yes, and let's see. I'm gonna go with yes in c-betting range.
Yep.
So, and let's see.
Yep.
Yes.
So here's the c-bet strategy for
I
cutoff.
can't. It's hard.
In the single raise pot, nah. In the 3-bet pot, we still have
Very
kings laid
aggressive
out.
small betting
Yes.
size.
Let 'em-
Just
let 'em
remember that on most boards, the 3-better can c-bet close to his entire range for a very small sizing, and not lose any EV when compared to a more complicated strategy of bets and small
It's too hard
small
to
bets,
mix.
big bets, and checks. The 3-better just will generally have a range advantage and gets to push that range advantage with a high frequency small c-bet on many boards. So cutoff does make that small bet. Should we be calling or raising most of our top pair plus hands on this board as UTG 1?
What do you guys think? Me either to be on a yes. Of course, it's a non-3-bet. We did 3-bet.
Why is ace 2 and ace... Oh, because we 3-bet those pre, we would c-bet them post. Basically, when we 3-bet and get called, we still have kings in our range. We still have ace king in our range. They don't have that shit. Should be calling or raising most of our top pair hands. Hollywood says calling. Contra says calling. Cyrus says raising top pair.
I mean, what are your top pairs here? Your top pairs are
King, queen, king, jack.
I mean, you have king 6, king 7.
Calling a 3-bet with those?
Yeah,
I think king 6 maybe. I don't know if you call it with king 7 or not.
you do. Maybe you fold king 6. You fold the bottom of your range, right?
I think you call king 6
your
because it's
way
got the
out.
wheel cracker, but you fold the king 7 and king 8. And then probably call king 9, I think.
I'll have to check it. Yeah, I think I would call. I think I'm just calling the suited kings. The best bet is to bet. Raise now, Snake. Carter says calling. The top pair we legitimately have is king jack, king queen, or king jack. So yeah, I'll call, Chuck says. Raising. So this one's a very conflicted situation where I'm seeing a good mix between raise and call. I think we'd split pretty equally between the field right now.
Calling. Bucks raising. Calling. Everybody calling. One raise with top pair.
GG.
Only raising king queen, says now. You said it.
What are you thinking?
I think we probably call our top pair still a lot.
Raise. I don't know. Maybe just GG with top pair and a gut shot. It doesn't get any better for us. It's the top of our range. When we have king queen, it's literally as good as it gets.
The problem is
the top of our range. Like, we don't only just check raise sets and two pair. We block the straight. We have a straight draw. I'm saying raise.
I think it might only be two pair when it's a 3-bet pot.
I would raise king queen every time. It's the top of our range in that spot. It's GG. Yeah, I'm gonna run this spot now because I'm unsure. But I feel like if I have king queen or king jack, it's GG. Like, it's top pair with a gut shot. It's as good as it gets, man. I don't know. Fuck it. But you can also call, but it feels like we need a check raising range that isn't just two pair of the straight and the top of your range that blocks the straight and has a redraw when he's c-betting his entire range feels like the best to me. So I would say raise.
Oh, player plus other hand. Pair plus. So check raising two pair sets.
Oh, wait a minute. Should we be calling or raising most of... maybe I'm misinterpreting the question.
I was just thinking about top pair.
Raise. Push equity.
I might want to raise. I would definitely have some raises here.
I'm saying raise.
All right, everybody calling. Let's do it.
Carter's calling. Please raise. Yay!
So here's...
I missed the
Look at
plus.
king
You got to have court awareness.
UTG1 plays a very aggressive strategy
king queen.
with its
GG.
strongest hands on this board: king queen, king jack, king 10, aces.
Makes sense
pocket
to raise
tens,
sets
pocket
and
nines,
things.
almost always playing as a raise here. Part of those combos are vulnerable. Some of them
missed
are
the
vulnerable,
important
and
plus.
then some of them just don't mind getting all the money in. Have a good enough hand, king jack, king queen. Have enough equity to get all in
GG.
here on the
Fuck
flop with only 2x pot behind, given the fact that even if they're beat, they're likely going to have a gut shot, straight draw, or two pair outs. So UTG1's really applying the pressure with the strongest parts of his range. The only hands that are really slow played are queen jack specifically, and some combos of pocket tens. UTG1 puts in a small raise, 8-9 suited, can't fold. 7 of spades on the turn, UTG1 shoves for right under pot. What should we do with 8-9 of hearts?
Go ahead, guys. You know damn well what you're doing here.
Oy.
Snakes. Folds and cats. Fuck out of here. He's gone. He gone. You picked up equity. He gone. My man is out of here. Get clicked on, son.
Folding, says Hollywood. Ginger folding.
Hollywood. Fold too many dead outs.
Meatball folding.
I mean, Carter's out of there. What are we doing here? What I'm supposed to do versus a solver or what I'm doing in game? I mean,
Everybody in the army folding.
I mean, I'm folding in game, but against a solver, it's much closer. I'd rather call this than a hand such as Queen 10, and Jack 10 because hand unblocks all bluffs. I would rather call Jack 10. So, for whatever it's worth, I mean, those are Jack 10's a much better call.
Yeah.
I mean, you're blocking.
This is why I lose all the time.
You're actually blocking the nuts with Jack 10. I would much rather call Jack 10. Queen 10's dead. and give you a gut shot to the nuts. Double. Yeah, Jack 10, you have 8 and a queen for outs. Yeah, snapping.
Yes.
Yes. Jack 10's much better. Double gutty with a pair. Fuck it. All right. What are we? Carter's folding. Toe.
I'd vote.
Snap fold.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's not even debatable for me. I'm out of here. Maybe I'm a nit. Maybe I'm a nit. There's so many better combos in our range than this to be fucking calling off with. No way I'm calling off a third pair and a dead gutty. Nah, this is dog shit. Just fold. If he says call, I might retire. Uh-oh. Another retirement party.
Fish out of the game. No more fish in the game.
Get out of the game. No more fish. One less dead money well in the game. All right, let's do it. Please, God. Oh, shit. Please fold.
So the cutoff has to mostly
bullshit
on this turn with his entire range. And
it's dog shit.
The pot odds laid to
GG.
UTG one player. You can't allow that player to be bluffing
We had a good
too
run.
often, or he can just turn every hand.
It's
into
so
a bluff
bad.
here. So we're going to be calling about 66% of the time. What hand?
I have to retire sixes. Clip it. We saw it. Look, the chair's empty. We saw it here. He gone.
He gone.
Float.
Iggy, hit me up.
A7
Hit me up, Iggy.
5 suited is folded.
I don't want to be. I don't want to hear this to be convincing to making. You call this in game
calling range, and that's just because of the extra equity. We
remember when we were talking about fighting
value range, and most
Dude,
of the time
come on. Fuck
range,
Odin.
so it's
Don't
better to
use
call
Odin.
with
I'm sorry.
a hand like 8-9 than
All right,
it would
pure
be
fold
with
this.
Ace 10 or King 5 suited.
Guys, this would be a torturement. As I want to run this. Does somebody have a solver to run this right now? Does one of you guys has GTO Wizard? I'm not doing this. I'm not running it. I would love to run it. I can run it on the side, but one of you guys has to be running it. Like, there's no way. You have so many other hands to call with. Puck says, I'm saving you from retirement. Pure fold on the
Broke in America.
Negative 1.2 in what? You ran it on? Oh, you ran this in GTO Wizard and it's mostly a fold? Good.
Who ran it?
It smells fishy. 9-8 of hearts folds 80% on the flop. Pure fold on the turn. Thank you, sir. I believe you.
Who says that?
Pucks has GTO Wizard and he's running it. He ran this. Dude, there's no way.
I'm running right now. Hang on.
Please, God, do it for me and then show the results. Multi-link. I can't. If this is the call, I actually might be done with the game. We're going to look at him run this because I actually can't believe it.
Oh, it's a pure
There's
call.
so many different solvers. Here.
Cut off. Hijack. Oh, jack. Wow.
Wait a minute. How do I do this?
It's actually not 3-betting 8-9. Oh, it's in there a little bit. All right, cool.
Oh, wait a minute. You guys don't want to. How do I make this just the screen,
10 of
man?
diamonds. 9 of clubs.
You guys got to go to
check.
Turner Stream.
We quarter pot range. Cool. They
I can run it
call.
on the side.
So here's the C-bet strategy for
Streamception. I
cutoff.
know. Wait a minute.
Turn was a...
Damn it! I can't do anything outside of full stream.
So here's
Here.
7 to spade. And they jam, right?
Yes. Please, God, tell me it's a full toe.
60-40 fold.
Thank God. Give me out. 60-40. It's not even like it's mixing calls.
Mixing calls, equal EV.
This is 50 big blinds. Quarter
50
pot. Min raise.
Min raise
Min
call.
See, so he raised to 12.12. Because nah, you messed it up. It's a pure fold. I have it. I'm running it on the side.
He opens. We raise to 6.9. He calls.
All right, fuck it.
King 9 flop. Check. We bet quarter pot. Call. Turn. Dump lead pot. Or over bet. All in. I'm looking at it right now.
Yep, I'm looking at it as well. Check. 4.1. I had to run it on the side. Cut off call, turn 7, all in. It has a fucking pure fold on mine. Pure 100% fold. So
mine's
you have
60-40.
40%. Mine is 100%. So give me out.
Yep.
Yep.
The big takeaway here is don't use Odin.
And the big takeaway is you think population has that many bluffs in a spot like that where they check raise men and follow through, you must be plumb dumb.
Oh, he check
Have
raised
a set
flop.
and done.
Oh, that's where I fucked up.
Yeah, he check raised the flop, bro. He check raised men.
Yeah, it's
You're
pure
fucking
fold.
dead in real life.
Yep.
All right, sorry. We have time for uno mas.
Oh shit! What was the score? I think we had 34.
We had a 34 as well.
Pretty sure we got
Bravo,
34.
Shaggy.
Pretty sure I looked. Let me make sure.
Yeah, we got 34.
Please don't fuck up the score.
You gonna flip it?
I just want to make sure the score is right. Hang on.
I'm checking you.
Fuck. We're having technical issues. 10, 20,
Thir-
30, 37.
I don't believe you, even though I was just watching you go through the process. You lucky son bitch.
37.
All right, we lost. Yee. Good job, Carter. Feels bad, man.
Hollywood, you got it.
Good job, Hollywood. It's okay, Carter. That was a tough one. It's
That was
over
tough one.
practices. Yeah, that was a tough ass one.
And you really got to be court aware because you have to miss like I missed when he said pair plus, right? I just was like in top pair. Got to really pay attention.
All right, last keyword of the day. Oh, I'm gonna go to the gym after this.
Gift sub. Thanks, Hollywood. I'll do that. While I'm doing that, you can pick the keyword, man.
CAC W. Yes, I haven't seen the good old CAC W in the chat in a minute, even though I'm looking at one right now. Hey, there it is. You guys know the CAC. Rips in the chat from my man CAC W. There it is. All right, if you guys want to do this last quiz of the afternoon, go ahead and get those CAC W's in the chat. And also, I see some new faces out there. And guys, if you're looking for any study groups, if you're we have the Poker Coaching Study Group, Poker Coaching Discord here. You can get in here, hand history reviews, general chat pops. We have study groups. I was just trying to find the thing. Here we go. Event section. I host a cash game study group every Tuesday at 12:15. We do reviews of marked hands, and we find a concept to drill every week where we try to get better. We also, myself and Toe, run a MTT study group every Thursday. These are both completely free. If you guys are interested, you don't have to do anything. And it's not just me lecturing. I try to get people involved, and I think it's pretty valuable. And that's also every Thursday at here it is, Thursday at 12:15. Yeah, I have a million Discord pings, bro. So many. I get hit up nonstop.
That's because you don't pay out your $5 until 2 weeks later.
Nah, I pay it out right before the stream every week. That's my thing. It always gets paid. Discord, here it is. Discord, it's pretty much a communication forum that, different poker companies, pretty much you can just have your communities built there, right? You can build a community in Discord. Whoops, there it is. Like, here's a poker coaching one. Yeah, I have a million. Here we go. You got general chat here, people asking poker-related questions, people posting scores, toe scores, all this. Streams, mental health discussions, people introducing themselves, meetup stuff. But yeah, if you have questions about any software. So it's awesome, man. I think being a part of these communities, poker's lonely as fuck, bro, and very hard. And without these communities nowadays, it gets even harder to compete. And I think you should be a part of at least something. So there's my show for it. I always like to offer that as an opportunity for people who don't have anywhere to go.
We have a home for you.
Yep. That Discord channel is there in the poker coaching. And yeah, we added Zoom link every week. You can come in there. You can just lurk. We have the replays. And, that's what we're here for, to offer the community that kind of stuff outside of this, I'm so confused right now. Yeah, that was for just a little introduction to our the poker coaching Discord and all the study groups available there. So sorry about that. That was a long-winded shill for that. But we are ready to roll it and pick another quiz. Yeah, that was about all the study groups and shit in the poker coaching Discord.
Oh, we rolled praying, but he went once for you, right?
Yes, sir. We're going
Missy.
Oh shit, we got King Fire Poker. He's new here, and yeah, that's gonna be awesome, man. Good to see you, buddy. We're not new, but he's a follower, but I think this will be the first time we picked him, so that'll be fun. You know the drill, buddy. If you win, you win $5. I can send you PayPal or ACR. And if you have any questions on what to do, just let us know. Just promptly give us the best option you think is available. You have a quiz you want to do? You see anything?
Do I have a quiz I want to do?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking to him for some reason.
No.
We did Affleck, we did Jonathan, we did Solver Practice. Is there a Faraz in here somewhere?
You know there's no damn Faraz. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Trolling.
Let's do Evan. We haven't done Evan in a minute.
Yep. Which number do you have in mind? We have
1987.
1987?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good. We'll play Kings, King Fire Poker. Be ready, good luck, and let's do it.
Yep.
Hello, Poker Coaching members. Evan Jarvis here for PokerCoaching.com, coming at you with another cash game quiz. We're playing some 6 max, 100 no limit over on PokerStars, and we have Pocket Kings under the gun +1 facing a 3x raise from someone who's got some loose, aggressive, reggy stats. And behind us, we have a very splashy player in the big blind, very splashy player in the hijack. Loose aggressive on the button, and a nitty player based on the stats in the small blind. So what should we do? King of Hearts, King of Clubs, facing a 3x. Should we fold, call, raise to 7.5, or raise to 10.5?
Poker Shark with the 7.5.
What are we doing? This is cash tires. 10.5 all day.
Puck says 9?
10.5, 10.5, 10.5, 10.5, 10.5. Fuck them, 10.5. Missy going 10.5.
Why are you obsessed with just going 3x for these 3 bets? Why 9? People obsessed with the multiplier 3x. Fuck that. $10.5 because of the blinds. King Fire Poker, are you out there?
Mm-hmm.
I have to give it 30 seconds before I have to re-roll it because my man didn't say. Oh, you're in. Thanks. Oh, you said it. I'm sorry. I'm a boomer. All right, what are we doing here, buddy? Which size would you like to 3-bet or call?
We want big pots and we cannot lie.
Or fold? Pre. We're still waiting.
The other girls can't deny. There you go. We can make a rap out of this. With the big chips in your face, you get sprung. Because you know you can't have some. I could go all day.
What size?
Everybody want 10.5. The fuck?
Do we not see the options on screens? Maybe I don't have the. Oh, I do have the option shown. You have to pick one of the options off the screen, my friend. T2
Tell me
Snake
the stream
going-
where, like, no, this is just me.
All right, he's going 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! All right, cool. It's 10.5 and 10.5 only. That's it. This little shit, this little 2.5
Too small.
3 bet, this deep, 100 bigs deep will get absolutely shit on when
Yeah,
everybody
these
else.
smaller 3-bets are okay if we're on like 30, 40 bigs, 50 bigs even. You know, but when we're 100 bigs deep, we got to get
Yeah,
the
we
money
got
in
a
the flop.
splashy. He just said how splashy and loose the table was. You're gonna go 7.5 and be like, okay, you're fine, but you can make more. 10.5 every single time.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. 10.5. We're going 7.5 though, and
Let's do
we're
it.
gonna get like a
King.
7, but good luck us.
Absolutely premium
5.
hand.
Yeah.
And in this situation where we
Ever
are
go
under
small
the
in
gun
these 3
1
bets.
versus under the gun, most of our range is going to be using a 3-bet strategy. We're going to be using a 3-bet strategy, typically to about 3x the size of our opponent's raise. In this case, we're going to go a little bit bigger because we have that premium hand and we have a couple of splashy players on the table behind us that are probably willing to put in more rather than less. So your 10-point play here is making it 10.5.
Oh, man.
Had
Why
our
we gotta get
opponent raised
botted?
only 2.5, we'd probably go with the 7.5. But we're looking to do 3x.
I got
plus
some amount of time
little bit,
banning fools.
or just 3x. In this case, we're a tiny bit over 100 big blinds, so I figured why not go a little bit on the larger side rather than the smaller side. And there's no reason to call here. That's getting way too fancy. That's going to invite many players to come along for a call. There's no reason to expect our opponents behind us would squeeze. So that's just fancy play syndrome that would get you in trouble. Speaking of getting in trouble, H-Money cold calling from the small blind for an open and a 3-bet. I guess that's what you do when your VPIP is 47. And I'll and Nate can call as well. Flop is Yahtzee for us. 5 of clubs.
Yahtzee.
Spades. 4 of diamonds giving us top set. And it's check to us. So 32 in the middle, 90 behind in the stacks. What should we do? Should we check, bet 10, bet 20, or bet 30?
Sorry, guys. I was fucking with the shit there. There's the bet size for you.
Top sizzle. Some snap slow play. Whoa, T2 Snake's checking. Poker Shark is checking. Check or bet small. The Marin.
How do
Thank
we
you
check
for
it?
that, follow, appreciate that. Check or bet small. Kingfire's checking.
Couple of checks here. Bunch of bet 10.
Think I want to go 10 here. He says, interesting multi-way spot. You can't run this. What are you guys thinking? Kingfire's checking and Pucks is going 10. Carter's 10. I'm leaning check multi-way. But I can see 10. Yeah.
Misty going 10.
All right. Check or a small bet. All right, we are checking over here.
We are betting 10.
So, what do you like?
Like, it's kind of a funny situation. Like, as a standard, I'm betting 10. But when the board is this fucking dry and we have all the kings, like, I don't hate a check. I really don't.
Yeah. It's not like, yeah, I think checking's kind of cool here because it's not like your opponents are going to show up with any gut shots or straight draws.
It's
They're
nothing.
literally drawing to 2 outs.
You
Right,
might get
like,
one
when
street
you-
from an underpair, though, but
Yeah, you might get H-Money to stab turn and then A Allen to call. Like, you get these guys to potentially turn hands into a bluff, make worse value single pair hands. You think 6-7 is in a range? Ain't no goddamn way. Somebody's calling 3 bets with. I mean, I guess it is in cash, but I mean, Jesus. Yeah, if they only had. There's so many other pairs and combos they call with outside of that. Like, I'm not worried about the handful of 6-7 combos. You know what I mean?
Miss she has a question. Why wouldn't you just shove? Because When we jam here, we're jamming for value, obviously. So when you're jamming for value, you have to ask yourself the question, what's worse that calls? When we jam 3x pot here, there's no hands that can call. Zero hands.
They didn't even, their aces would have played much likely to play faster pre-flop, so you're not going to get those. All the worst under pairs have the easiest folds.
There's no kings left in the deck.
And you make money by doing, there's better options to make more money.
The other side, too, is that we don't need any protection. There's like literally no cards on the turn that can scare us. We don't care about literally any card.
Yep. So for me, I really like check. I can see 10 as well. Like the ranges being so wide and us not needing, we have a 3 SPR against 2 players. Mm-hmm. I mean, I really don't mind checking and then going large, or getting it in by the river in position. 10 could be the next best option and probably a 8 or 9. Like, it's fine. Both of these options are really good. 10 or check, in my opinion.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. But we're checking over here. Kingfire's...
Mystical on 10, which I don't mind the tiny bet either, but...
Nope.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So with the stack to pot ratio,
how much was checking?
As shallow as it is,
8.
It's only having 3 times the pot behind, and us smashing this board with top set, and there only being 1 king left in the deck. Our opponents, if they're holding any pocket pairs other than aces, are drawing basically dead. In that situation, checking behind definitely has some merit here. We want to invite our opponents to maybe take a stab at the pot. Not that likely, but we want to give them the opportunity to improve to a second best hand that could play for stacks that would otherwise fold to a bet on the flop. So we're basically looking for them to turn like an underset. The issue with that is it's not going to happen that often. They're sitting on a 2-outer. You got about a 5% chance of improving on the turn. So between the two of them, 10% of the time, they're going to improve to a hand that we can get all the money from, and 90% of the time, they are not. So what we're looking to do, though, is get our opponents to continue with some of those same hands that may improve and build the pot at the same time. If we go for a large bet sizing here, like 30, we're only going to be getting action from slow played aces and ace kings and king queen suited. And those hands will also give action when we bet 20 or when we even bet 10. But by going for those smaller sizes of 20 and even more so 10, we may invite speculative calls from pocket pairs below the king. So I like betting 10 here because it's almost as small as a check.
The fuck?
But it does build up the pot a little bit, and it gets our opponents a bit more invested in the pot. And it's also something you can use as a really cheap bluff on these very dry boards where you have the range advantage after 3-betting pre-flop with a very strong range of holdings. So this is a spot where I kind of just like using the third pot bet with the entire range. And with our particular hand, it's especially nice because we do build up the pot a little bit. We get our opponents a bit more invested. And we make it easier to get stacks all in by the river. H-money folds, alienate calls, and we now have 52 in the middle, 86 behind, or 80 effective, so about 1.5x pot. Deuce of spades on the turn brings a wheel draw for any ace-x hands that are in the mix. Actions on you, still sitting on top set, still effectively the nuts. Alienate is not opening 3-6 suited under the gun and calling a 3-bet. Maybe some ace-3 suited because H-money called. And with that small size, it's possible. But possible doesn't mean probable. So what should we do? Should we check, bet 20, bet 40, or go all in?
All right, here we are. We bet. We get called. Yay.
All right, we got some action here. Still having top set. What size do you guys want to bet on the turn? Kingfire, you have to win this quiz. I think we're at a pretty big deficit right now with like a street or two to go.
Are players becoming more submissive aggressors checking top set? I mean, maybe, but even still, like, what are they going to do, right? It's not always going to be a top set when this checks, right? And if, like, again, queens and jacks going to check some.
Seeing a few different options here. Poker Shark is all in. Kingfire is all in. Molten and Puck's going 20. The Reg's going 20.
20 for Hollywood, 40 for Cyrus.
40 for Poker Shark. He says maybe 40. Where's that shit? Mm-mm-mm-mm. 20 shove. So Kingfire is shoving. DQ goes 33%.
Meatball 20, lots of 20s. Cyrus debating between 20 and 40.
27 in game. Motherfuckers is just dropping their in-game lines here. I love it. 55%.
Missy going 20.
All right, yeah, we got ours. We're shoving. Kingfire is all the fuck in. No more cards. Gut shot there. I'm happy. There's a lot of money in there. Almost a pot. Get me in, he says. I know what I'm doing. Did your guy already go?
My lady already went. Missy going 20.
Yep, that's it. 20. Not jamming. There's nothing to be scared of to be jamming a. If they only have a gut shot, they're drawing the 3 outs. Who cares? The rest of the deck is good. 20 only. Checking is out of the question. 40's too big. 20. Yep, 20. And then just rip the rip. 20. But we're going all in though. How painful is all in gonna be here? God, please don't goose us. We hope to not get goose eggs.
Please don't goose us. Oh please. You're not getting goose.
20's get a goose. Yeah, 20. I'm only
40's okay too. I mean,
a little bit.
It's a little less than half. It's fine.
It's half your fucking stack. You ever have a half stack pot bluff? But yep. Good luck. Us.
I mean, I don't. Yeah. Cool. Oh, you went all in. Cool. Let's do it.
Did we get goose?
In this spot, I'm really leaning between the two options of just going all in. It's a little bit over pot, but what it can do is make it look like we're maybe semi-bluffing with a hand like Ace Queen of Spades or Ace Jack of Spades that wants to put maximum pressure on our opponents. And if we're going to be doing those semi-bluff over shoves, then this is a fine hand to balance it with.
Yeah.
I guess the ideal hands would be 5s and 4s, but we're not 3-betting those hands pre-flop, so we don't have them in our range. Therefore, kings and
like that much better than with kings.
King would be the
Ace
hand
king
to
or
balance
aces.
that with. We don't want to be checking. There's no reason to give our opponent a free card here. The stacked pot ratio is still a bit too high for that. If we had less than 1, we could consider that, but with it being closer to 1.5 or 2, we want to continue building this pot. I think that the optimal size here is simply going around 20. This sets us up for about a 2/3 pot bet remaining on the river, and still continues to build a pot against the widest range of hands that we can. Queens, jacks, 10s, not extremely likely to play for stacks, but they may call one more bet here for 20. So this gives them the opportunity to do that, and any king X hands or slow played aces obviously aren't folding, so our sizing doesn't matter too much against them. We just need to make sure we're betting more than 0. So we are met with a shove. Sweet, I guess. Question mark. What should we do? Should we fold or should we call? Those are the only strategic options that remain.
Go ahead. Be quick. Be quick with it.
I mean, do we need, who's folding? Anybody folding? Nobody's folding.
Yeah, I see. The first answer is a fold.
Oh, shit. Contrast blew him a kiss and then called. He was super savage.
Fold. It's only ace 3 of spades. Ace 3 suited. Call. Kingfire's calling. DQ was trolling with his fold option, but it was the first thing out there. Born to troll. I mean, yeah, Kingfire call. What are we doing? We're getting good odds even against ace 3. Call and get your money out for a rebuy. Start taking out your wallet, then say call and put the fucking C notes on the table for a bullet.
Can't fold.
Jack 10 is getting in there on the river. Jack 10 suited is getting there on the river. Some ridiculous backdoor flush draw that just check jams. It's a snap. Yeah. All right. That's enough said. I just wanted to.
Just call it on a fucking overpair. There you go. take your licks like a boss and be done with it.
Give him the money.
The fuck?
This is what poker's all about, giving people money. If he's got it, he's got it. Oh well.
Jesus criminy.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Well, if you chose to do this quiz and you made it this far, this is basically a free 10 points. We have almost the nuts. If our opponent happens to have ace-3, unlucky for us, we're going to take our 20% chance to improve to a full house or quads on the river to win this pot. And if he has anything else, we're going to be the ones who are a heavy favorite and looking to get all the chips here. So easy call here with top set. River is an 8. 6-7 gets there. So do we lose? No, we do not. Our opponent rolls over ace-king for top pair, top kicker.
King.
Just a good old-fashioned cooler situation. The most
Cooler
important
as fuck.
thing about this hand that enabled us to get stacks
I've lost my
in
stack
was that
there
we
as well.
3-bet
Damn.
pre-flop and we 3-bet to a larger sizing. And then when we got the cooler of all cooler flops, we never took our foot off the gas and went bet with the plans to bet all in by the river, such that if our opponent took a defensive check call strategy, we would manage to get all the chips in the middle. Fortunately, he made it easier for us with a check shove. Can't fault him for the play. Just a little bit unlucky to run into this flop with this hand. Hey, that's poker. And this has been Evan Jarvis for PokerCoaching.com.
Thank you, Evan Jarvis.
Wrap up
I miss
this
your
week.
old
I
screen
hope
names.
You enjoyed it. I hope you learned a thing or two. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Sweet. We have a 30 points. How did you do? over
Missy
there?
set up the swish.
Damn, Missy got a swish.
The
Good
fadeaway.
No luck. No luck this time, King Fire Poker. We did take that L to someone who swished it, so commendable. We got a couple things right, and yeah, this was a tougher quiz than some other spots. We need to 3-bet bigger, pre-flop, and then
Bet
flop.
the nuts.
Yep. But yeah, I'm surprised we even jammed the turn at any frequency with top set. Like,
Yeah, no.
the ace king and the aces.
We wanna keep 'em in.
Overbet. Yeah, I could see the ace king and the aces just going all in on the turn for an overbet to stack, a king, worse kings and stuff. But kings, no. But yeah, that'll do it. We actually went past 2 p.m. today, which is cool.
Shit.
We actually started a little late.
Jay owes us overtime. Time and a half.
Yep, time to bill JL for that time and a half. Nah. All right, guys.
Who do you want to throw it to while we're getting this so we can do the raid ready? Rodney, Craig, Deja Vu.
Craig. Shout out. God's Big Toe. Thank you, guys. Oh, shit. Why am I giving you... Oh. Shout out. God's Big.
I almost shut it out myself. I almost just did that.
Thank you guys for hanging out, though. We really appreciate the support. And I'll be back on the stream tomorrow, playing all the majors, playing the 300, playing a pretty big session. And our vlog from Ireland will be out pretty soon, man. It's been edited. I took all kind of shots and had a camera the entire time I was there. So that's going to be out, and I think it looks super dope. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll be back on all this shit. Study group Tuesday, study group Thursday, and you can find me and Toe on the streets every day. So shout out. No, we're gonna give the raid to Craig to you.
Yes.
Craig.
All right, cool. Caster Command for Crazy Six. Let's give it a follow. YouTube, if you want to see this one or anyone you've ever seen, we've done in the past. There are a link to all the replays. PC Discord for all that free shit. Six is showed so nicely. And my Discord, if you want to hang out in my Discord where we talk about a bunch of stuff. So there you go.
All right, guys. Good luck, man. Appreciate you guys, and take care. We're dropping the raid to Craig. Make sure to be kind to him, man. He works his ass off. He's a nice guy as well, so show him some love. And make sure to give Toe a follow. Good luck, and peace out, guys.
King of Fire Poker, thank you for the follow. Peace. Oh, piss. What happened? Oh, I rated. We're good.
Yep, we're good.